cutting through the BS. Welcome to Unfiltered Influence with your host, Trey Civarella.
Welcome back to Unfiltered Influence. This is take 2 on this episode. I almost lost the entire one. We would have been talking into blank microphones for at least an hour if I didn't catch that 30 seconds into the last take. Thank God I got that. Welcome back to Unfiltered Influence again. We are here in the basement for another episode on a Tuesday in September that's been raining for what feels like 2 weeks at this point. My room borderline got flooded yesterday. It was just a mess. I mean, thank God all my electrical equipment was, elevated, or else I would have lost
That'd have been tough.
thousands of dollars in camera and audio equipment, and I might have ended it all right there, truth be told, if it all fried.
And a lot of money gone.
Oh, my God.
Real quick.
Dude, I don't think I spent that much money on college, in my first semester.
It's a little rough.
Like, I would have lost my freaking mind. But nonetheless, we are here. In this one, like I said last take, this episode will reach the light of day because of our brand new beautiful camera that I bought. It looks great, and we can actually see if it stops recording on us, unlike our previous cameras. That was entirely my fault because I didn't realize there was a cap on the recording time, and I was still learning at that point in time. But we are back with brand new gear, fancy intros, and everything else you could imagine. This will be our preview for the NFL season, which starts in 2 days as we're recording this. The Buffalo Bills are set to take on the Los Angeles Rams in an opener that should have a lot of fireworks to it. How excited are you for the NFL season? Because personally, I can't freaking wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It has been...
This is the first year in a couple years that I've actually paid attention a lot more and have been more into it.
Yeah, it's been a very anticipated season. I think partially because of the off season that happened with everything. It wasn't a regular off season. I mean, a lot of stuff happened. If you remember, Tom Brady retired for 2 weeks, or I say 2 weeks, more like 1 week. I don't know if that's actual picking up of the recording or if that's just I think because I said on it. I don't know. All right, we'll just cut that out of the episode in post.
Okay.
Anyway, like we were saying before I had a heart attack.
Oh my.
I don't know if that's because. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, bro. Fuck me. Okay, well that. I don't think that actually was recording that. I think that was just what we were hearing.
Who knows?
Anyway,
guess we'll find out.
you guys just quit fucking rocking.
I just moved, dog. Chill out.
Anyway, I thought I was gonna fall out of my fucking chair or the fucking thing. All right, well we just had to cut out 2 minutes there because I thought the recording fucked up. It did not fuck up. I think it's just our shitty ass little headphone thing that we have. I need to buy a new one.
More money.
Yeah, I know. I spent thousands of dollars on this shit anyway. But like we were saying, it was a huge NFL offseason. A lot of moves were made. Tom Brady retired for a week. And now we are here. And one of the bigger acquisitions that I'll just say for now, we'll talk about it later, never, who cares. Tyreek Hill went to the Dolphins. We all know what happened. Whatever, fucking we'll get over it. Or you guys got to get over it. But we'll preview our standings, our MVP awards, our Offensive Rookie of the Year awards. I don't know if
everything you can imagine.
Yeah, everything you can imagine. We were contemplating Defense Rookie of the Year, but I mean, there's two main options.
We can throw some out there.
Yeah,
what the first and second overall pick?
I mean, I really think it's a 2-horse game here. I mean,
throw in some Sauce
there
Gardner in there.
Maybe like Derek Stingley. I don't know. Sauce Gardner, maybe, but I don't know. We'll talk about it all. I think we gotta talk about some notable first round matchups before we do anything. There's a lot of revenge games.
In the first week, you mean?
What do you mean
first round?
Dude, I'm so fixated on MLB postseason that no, I meant NFL week 1, but I've been thinking about the postseason so much and looking at
so
that my brain kind of went berserk there. But no, some notable matchups in the first week. Let's start off by talking about the the Panthers versus the Browns in Baker Mayfield's so-called revenge game. He said he was selling shirts. I don't know if you saw that story. I think
not.
yesterday morning, he was selling shirts that said like revenge tour or some shit against the Browns. And I think rest assured, I think he's pissed off. But I really.
Okay, here's the thing. I am a
do.
Browns fan. You can see in my shirt. This is the Cavs, but
It's dreadful.
Cleveland. I'm Cleveland everything. Browns, freaking Guardians, whatever you want to call them. Cavs, Ohio State, all Ohio, whatever. I have no issues with him.
Right?
I really don't. I do think we did him wrong.
You and the rest of America.
But I mean, it happened. I can't do anything to change it. I do think we're gonna win week 1.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I know you and the rest of the non-Browns fans are thinking Baker's just gonna come in and kick our ass,
Oh, I hope. I really do.
which he might, and he very well could. But I don't. I think we're gonna win. I do.
Listen, I don't hate the Browns.
Trust me.
a
I'm a
good
Browns
revenge
fan.
game.
It's a great story because if he comes in and kicks our ass.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
it's gonna be all over ESPN. He's gonna be running all over the field, freaking planting flags.
about to say,
It's at their place, right?
I think so.
He'll still be planting a goddamn
Oh.
flag. Who gives a shit? He don't give a shit.
He'll chuck that bitch right back to Cleveland.
Yes, he will.
He'll put it on their bus.
Uh,
Dude, I was just
But-
seeing him in like a Panthers uni the other day. Just looks so
he looks
weird.
good in blue.
But it looks
It looks good in blue.
Whoa. I wasn't gonna say that. I was just gonna say it looks weird.
Dude, they're freaking light blue, baby blue, powder blue, whatever you call them. Those freaking jerseys makes anyone look good. Don't matter.
Oh.
I'd look good in them.
Oh, sus. All right. I wasn't gonna go there.
Okay, whatever.
Another revenge game that I don't think
He's
is
out of the shitty ass Browns colors. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, he
Literally.
is. Yeah. But like another revenge game that I don't think is going to be nearly as highly contested is on Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos play the Seattle Seahawks in what should be a 57-0 ball game that
Watch.
I will watch anyway because
It's somehow gonna work out to where it's just gonna be a crazy, stupid, close game, and then it's gonna
no,
be
it won't.
entertaining.
No, it won't. Listen, I wish Russell Wilson.
Where's that one at? Actually, I have it right here.
Yeah.
Just don't look at my screen.
All right.
I have my people.
I wish that Russell Wilson wasn't so dull because when he just systematically
it is in Carolina and it is in Seattle.
Yeah. So like because he's going back there to
Yeah.
the 12s. Like I said, I wish he wasn't so dull because I would love to see Russell Wilson just proceed to throw for 500 yards and then crotch chop the other sideline and just like a DX like suck it like
He wouldn't do that. Dude. There's two
Because he's so
there's
dull.
There's not enough bad blood either. It's not like there's problems between the two.
No, there was.
Not like Baker and the Browns.
Well, no, because nothing's gonna be like Baker and the Browns.
he doesn't. I don't know. If
You
he
guys let him
necessarily
go after leading you to the playoffs in like over 20 years. Like, of course it's not gonna be
Okay,
like
you
that.
don't have to say it again. I know exactly what the hell we did.
Just saying, man. Like, but honest to God, like, I would love to see Russell Wilson dominate them because he's going to anyway, and then proceed to throw a DX suck it sign toward the opposing sideline and Pete Carroll. That'd be fucking great. But
He's not gonna do
Russ is too dull for that.
No, he won't do that.
Broncos country, let's ride. So,
Oh,
yeah,
he's riding.
What'd you say?
Oh, he's riding.
Oh yeah, right. I'm not gonna make that joke. It's way too fucking early and too much bad juju in this episode for me to start throwing jokes like that around. So rewind. Thursday night, Bills and the Rams. Who you got coming out on top on that one, buddy?
You want me to look?
Yeah.
I literally have every game. I use a website. Freaking.
Yeah,
who do I have?
You goddamn cornball.
Rams. I have the Rams.
You had the Rams.
I do have the Rams.
So here's the thing. Do you have the Rams? Like, what? Do you have like a specific final score? Because there's a reason
I
asking
don't
you.
have a final score. I just picked week 1. I don't know. I'll just a little preview. This is no surprise. I have the Bills only losing 3 games.
Okay.
So I mean that's one of the 3 games.
You have them losing.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing.
I don't just pick them.
I
I know
think-
there's a lot of talk about Super Bowl thing.
I think we should quickly go through week 1. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think we should go through playoffs yet.
Yeah, we could chill out on that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just do that after we say all the standings.
Okay.
That's all it is.
So
Wait a little bit.
basically, I think we should. Since
I have my
it's-
computer over here, laptop. That's why I keep reaching and looking.
Yeah.
I'm not like
So
looking in the darkness.
we, he does that on us. He does that when we're not recording. He just chooses to stay off. It's weird. But you should. So I think we should go from game 1 on Thursday all the way down for the week. We'll go through spreads and we'll go through just like kind of rapid.
was really rude.
It's just kind of like rapid fire. I'll tell you the game. I'll tell you the spread. You tell me whether or not you would take the game with the spread or not with the points. So who you're taking, right, from a betting standpoint, right?
Okay.
By the way, speaking of betting, I lost a lot of money last weekend on betting. A lot of money. Too much. I lost. I lost Utah to cover. Not only did they not cover, they didn't even fucking win. They didn't even fucking win. So I lost that. I lost 20 on OSU.
Did you see fucking Michigan jumped up from 8 to 4, dude?
Yeah, I know. CFB riding them anyway, but they're not that good. They played Colorado State. But no, like I lost money, but nonetheless. So all right, Bills Rams Buffalo -2.5. You got Rams winning outright anyway, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo. I'm not taking the points though. I would take the Rams +2.5. I think it's gonna be close. I think honest to God, I think it could be one of those games. Like, do you remember the game that was supposed to be in Mexico City a few years ago between Chiefs Rams, and it came to
54-51.
Yeah.
I think saw Jared Goff.
Yes, I think it could be something similar to that, where Buffalo like goes down, right, and it's like they don't want to do everything in their power to avoid overtime because of last year. They got PTSD, and Sean McDermott says, "Fuck it,
Go for 2.
Go for 2. 2 seconds left on the clock. Fucking go for it now. Don't give Sean McVay an overtime. Don't do it. Don't do it." So yeah, I'm gonna take Rams +2.5 there, but the Bills to win. Patriots and Dolphins. Miami is -3.5. I am taking Miami -3.5 all the fucking way. The Patriots couldn't beat the Dolphins in Miami with Tom Brady, let alone Mac Jones and a depleted roster. So
I think you're just. We'll get to that, but okay.
Well,
I think Miami. I take Miami -3.5 too.
Well, yeah, no. I just don't think with that roster they're gonna do a lot anyway this year, and they couldn't beat the Dolphins at all in Miami with Brady. If you remember, that was their one weakness in Miami. Going to Miami, they just couldn't win. And it's so different now because of those two rosters, how different they are. I think that I do like not even to be like a homer. I do think the Dolphins make the playoffs, and I don't think the Patriots make the playoffs. But yeah, I don't understand. You know, it's an offensive-driven league, and the Patriots have chosen to go defense with the defense that honestly is kind of average compared to the rest of the league now, or at least the contenders. So a lot of questionable decisions in the offseason and the draft, but nonetheless, I'm not going to slander the Patriots for any longer. It still got Belichick, so anything could happen, I guess.
It's true.
Saints Falcons, New Orleans -5.5.
I'll take New Orleans.
-5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking that too.
Yeah.
I'm taking. I think the Saints are going to win by touchdown to 10 points.
The Saints are one thing we disagree on.
Yeah.
And we will figure that out once we do these predictions.
Yeah, 100%. 49ers Bears, San Francisco -7 flat. I'm taking the 49ers -7.
I mean, I probably will
The Bears.
too.
The Bears are so bad, dude. The Bears are so bad. I don't.
Do you know who Adam Rank is?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his predictions? This is a little off topic. Have you ever seen his predictions?
Yeah.
Dude, he has the Bears going 10-7.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's a Bears fan. He does it every year.
That's why. No shit, he's gonna have the Bears going 2-7. But yeah, I think the 49ers could have Marcus Mariota at quarterback, and they would still cover the spread here because that's how bad the fucking Bears are. Nothing more to say. Steelers Bengals. Interesting that the Bengals are only favored 6.5. It's at Bengals. Yeah.
I don't know. And Mitch Trubisky starting.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll take Bengals.
That's something that happened
I'll
recently
take Bengals
too.
6.5.
Bengals sits at okay. I'm taking the same thing. I think it's gonna be a blowout though. I don't think it's gonna be close.
I don't know, dude. I'd say it's gonna be 10 and under.
Really?
It just might be one of those weird games. First game of the year.
Okay. By the way,
game.
we're gonna do an episode like pretty much every week, and by the end of the year, we'll see what our records are.
Okay.
So, all right. So moving on, Eagles Lions. It's going to be Philadelphia -4. I'm taking Lions +4 there.
Damn, dude. Why the fuck are we agreeing on everything? I'm trying to make it
Because
interesting.
we're smart individuals.
I'm gonna take Lions +4 on that too.
Okay.
Why the hell not?
All right. Raven.
Another one of those first games.
Dude,
Dan Campbell's gonna have him fired the fuck up.
there's a brick like fireplace right over there. Watching Hard Knocks makes me want to put on pads and fucking run through that hoe. Like, I cannot get enough of Dan Campbell in Hard Knocks. It's so fucking good. It's one of the best series on television, period. And I fucking love Dan Campbell. So yeah, I'm taking the Lions +4. And this is gonna be another one that we agree with, because if we don't, I'm gonna reach over and slap you right across the face. Because Baltimore -7 at the Jets. There's no way in God's green earth you're taking +7 for the Jets. Yeah, go ahead, say it, please. Give me one. Fucking give me one.
Okay, whatever. I won't.
So we both agree Baltimore -7 here. It's an easy
Yeah.
pick. Yeah.
Sure.
Now this one,
I don't know if it's. I just think you're overlooking some of these, but okay, go keep going. It's week 1, dude. Who the hell knows?
Well, we kind of do. I mean, it's a fucking Jets and
All
it's
right.
Lamar Jackson. Now this one, I have a strong feeling we're
I
going
don't
to
have the Jets finishing last in their division, dude.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're fucking terrible.
Just saying.
Anyway, so this is going to be a game that I feel like we are going to disagree on. So I think we're going to have a split here. Jaguars versus the Commies. The Commies -2.5.
They're seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking Jaguars.
God damn it, I am too, bro.
Because I have the Jaguars winning that.
So do I.
I have them winning outright, so they don't even need the goddamn spread.
God damn it. Yeah, dude, I don't understand how Washington's even favored in that.
Yeah, that's
That roster is not,
It's a little whack.
especially with Chase Young being on the PUP list, like, and then their rookie,
Brian Robinson
yeah,
got
got fucking shot.
I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny.
No, I read that and I was like, holy fuck, because
That's insane.
his training camp has been so good that like
Dude, he made Antonio Gibson go down to the fucking practice squad.
not anymore.
Yeah, not
Now-
anymore.
Now he's even fucking doing kick returns. So, plot twist: Antonio Gibson was the one who shot Brian Robinson.
Jesus.
Get that back.
That'd be a
I lo-
great 30 for 30.
Oh my god,
That'd
dude.
be a wonderful 30 for 30.
Holy ESPN would have a field day. All right, we talked about this one earlier. Browns Panthers, Carolina -1.5. It's basically a
Carolina's favored in that too.
pick. Yeah, it's
Damn.
basically a pick 'em.
Well, you're taking Carolina in that then.
Yeah, I'm taking-
I'm taking the Browns because I think the Browns are going to win outright.
There we go. There's your first loss, buddy.
Well, we disagreed on one of the other ones, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the Rams, because I have the Rams winning and Bills winning.
Yeah,
so
you're
we
right.
disagreed on that one.
Colts Texans, Indy -7. Indy covers with Matty Ice in his debut
Colts,
performance.
Texans?
Yes,
We're
sir.
going to disagree again.
Are you taking Texans +7?
I have the Texans winning.
David Dougie. What the fuck?
Another one of the. I have them winning. Let me 4 games.
David Dougie Mills? That's one of their 4 wins?
Yeah, one of the 4.
You tripping.
One of the crazy 4 wins. So
You're
yeah, I'll take Texans.
Bugging. All right. I respect it. I mean, it's free.
You got to pick upsets, dude. They happen.
I have picked upsets.
No, you haven't.
I have.
All right, keep going. Keep on rolling.
Giants and Titans. Tennessee is favored 5.5, and once again, I'm swallowing the points and taking the Titans because the Giants are dog shit.
You want to look at that? You see what that says over there?
No, I don't.
I have another upset.
Oh, you're taking.
I have the Giants winning that too.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Derrick Henry's gonna fucking.
I hope he
stiff-
does.
I think.
I really do.
Oh, why do you have him again?
Yeah, in my fantasy league.
Why you always have him?
I know. I've in the same fantasy league. I've had him for the last 3
3
years.
years,
This
I
year
know.
was I didn't pick him.
I took a stretch for my fantasy but I think it hopefully could pay off. I just didn't want Evan to have him. Packers, Vikings, Green Bay -1.5. I'm taking the Vikings here to win and cover.
So I did. That's
Yeah.
what I did.
Yeah.
I have the Vikings.
I had the Vikings
Whether or not you want to call it an upset, I have the Vikings winning week 1.
Secret time. I got the Vikings winning that division. Anyway,
I won't say.
just to piss
Well,
off.
I won't speak on that.
Well, this is a
Yet.
this is a tough line. This is the toughest line we've had all day. Ready?
It's gonna be the Cowboys.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
Chief,
Oh, it's
Chiefs, Cardinals. Kansas City's favorite
Oh.
-6.5. I'm taking the Cardinals to lose and cover. Chiefs to win.
Wait, hold on.
Yep, you heard me right.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh, Chiefs are covering.
No.
Okay, what is it? Chiefs are.
Chiefs are -6.5. I'm taking the Cardinals plus 6.5.
Oh, okay. But you have the Chiefs winning.
Yeah, the Chiefs winning, but they don't cover.
Well, that's a good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the Cardinals in that. But the Chiefs are winning that game.
So you agree with
It'll
same
probably
thing?
be like a 4-point game.
So same thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be a good week 1 game.
Respect. Raiders, Chargers. This is another one. Los Angeles Chargers are favored by 3. Oh, man.
+3? Or -3, I mean?
Yeah, Chargers minus 3.
I'll take the Raiders. Take the Raiders +3.
I'll take the
I have the Chargers winning.
I'll take the Chargers to win and cover just to make things a little spicy because honestly, I truly don't know.
I'll take the Raiders.
Now
winning that.
this is an aforementioned tough line. Buccaneers, Cowboys, Tampa Bay -2.5
All right.
on the road in the opener. I'm gonna take the Bucks to win and to cover.
Same here.
Cal-
Bucks winning and covering.
Cowboys just aren't it this year. So many questionable moves in the
That could be
offseason.
that looks like it's another one we're gonna disagree on too, but
And then-
we'll get to this.
And then finally, the Monday night game, Broncos, Seahawks. Russell Wilson's going to score 1,000 points, and hopefully, like I said, DX chop the other sideline. Broncos win and cover by a million. The spread could have been 45, and I probably would have been tempted to take it. Just
I take it too, because I have the Broncos winning.
okay. All right, so those are all the games for this week.
We should have like written those down.
I'll just go back and post.
Yeah, I
I'll
know,
tell
but
you.
if we're gonna do
So
this
those
every week.
so those are it. Now on to our NFL standings for the year for each division.
Yeah.
We will start off with the AFC East. In my Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots,
go last
Buffalo
first.
Bills,
But we all know what everyone we're definitely gonna have the same order.
yes. No, we're not. Not for this one.
What?
I changed a few things.
Okay.
So last to first.
Yeah.
In last place, the basement dwellers of the AFC East is the team that has been the basement dwellers of the AFC East. It's Bob Saleh's New York Jets. I will never put the Patriots in the basement as long as Bill Belichick is the coach of that team. I refuse to do it. I will not do
That's
it
a very good point.
because it will bite me in the ass if I do. Your fourth place is
I have the Patriots.
okay. Would you like to explain yourself?
I'll
give you listen. If you make a bold thing like that, you got to back it up. You got to give some reasoning.
Yeah, well, I just think first of all, Bills and Dolphins are 1 and 2.
Yes.
Significant, like they're just miles ahead of 3 and 4, whatever order you have it.
I love you saying that. I love to hear you say that the Dolphins are miles ahead.
Shut the hell up, dude.
Miles ahead.
Of the last 2 teams in the division. I just think the Jets are going to kind of surprise some people. Coaches are decent.
Joe Flacco,
They have some good young.
but Joe Flacco.
That's true, but how long is he going to be playing?
I think 4 weeks. I think Zach Wilson's gonna be out for 4 weeks.
If they can come out 1 and 3 or 2 and 2, that's a W. As long as they're not 0 and 4, dude, that's perfectly fine. I have them going 7 and 10,
Okay.
and I have the Patriots going 6 and 11.
Okay. All right. So
But I had the Jets going 1 and 5 in the division,
okay.
and their only win is with the Patriots. So
All right. So
I just have the Jets here. Do you want to? I literally have it right here.
yeah.
I have them getting. I just have them. I have them upsetting the Bengals week 3.
Okay.
I have them upsetting who else? I have upsetting the Vikings week 13, and then the rest of the schedule is kind of ass, dude.
I know,
I mean, besides
but they're ass.
you
so.
two, Miami twice and the Bills twice. I mean, it's literally it consists of people like the Bears,
A lot of bad football games.
the Jaguars,
bad
the
football
Seahawks.
Yep.
Just not good. And I mean, they could easily beat us week 2. I have the Browns beating them, but like that's another.
So just
Mid-game.
to recap from 1 to 4, yours is
I've Bills 1 at 14 and 3, Dolphins 2 10 and 7, Jets 3 7 and 10, and then Patriots 6 and 11 last.
okay. Yeah, I have Bills, Dolphins, then the Patriots, and then the New York Jets. Okay, moving on.
Let's just be clear. Like there is no issues with the last 2. Like they could literally go either way.
No, they could. 100%. So now to the AFC North, where your Cleveland Browns reside. Who is your basement dweller? Be careful.
According to this, so the last two, third and fourth, have the same exact record, both 7-10.
But who's fourth? Because there's got to be a divisional record.
So I use playoff predictors, okay?
Yep, he's.
And you literally pick every game.
Yep.
For everyone. Go ahead,
Yep.
call me a nerd, whatever.
I didn't say it.
You're going to. It's actually pretty cool. And then it does all the listings for you, like tiebreakers and everything. And the tiebreaker has the Brownies last at 7-10, and the Pittsburgh Steelers at third, 7-10.
Listen, I'm not hating.
Yeah.
So what you have? Who at last?
Browns, 7-10. Pittsburgh, 7-10.
Okay.
That's
All right.
That's what this did.
So my bottom two are similar. Just flip them around.
yeah.
I have the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, you think the Steelers are going to be significantly worse than I do.
What?
You think the Steelers are going to be significantly worse than I think they will be.
Yeah, I
I don't think they're going to be
Listen,
that bad.
my pick could have changed if they said if Trubisky wasn't the starter. I think you got to find out what you have with Pickett now because
He'll
of how good the
probably-
quarterback class is next year.
He'll probably start. That is true. He'll probably Pickett's going to come in unless Mitch Trubisky
Lights
knows
it
how
up.
knows how to throw a ball again.
He might. I mean,
Then he's probably going to come in week 6.
that's too late though.
week.
It's too
Not
late.
necessarily.
It's
if they're
too
only
late.
1-5, 2-4, it's not.
They're
awful.
really too late.
I don't know. That's. I think Pittsburgh has one of the harder schedules of the year. So
They do.
I don't know.
So I got Pittsburgh bottom. Then I got Cleveland. Neither of those two teams are playoff teams, obviously.
No.
And then
Here's where we're gonna disagree.
then the 1 and the 2.
Who do you have it to?
The 2 is the team out of Baltimore,
Okay.
Maryland.
So do I.
But we'll get to the playoffs later. I don't.
Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna.
okay.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. But yeah, no, I think that.
That's a good point. I'm not gonna say records yet.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I had the Baltimore Ravens at 2. Are they a playoff team? Stick around to find out. I just think
not.
I just think that they're 2 because of all the stuff that happened in the offseason. They had a good draft for the defense, but in terms of people who they're gonna throw the ball to, Rashad Bateman is up there. I guess is at the top of their wide receiver list. Really,
That's what I'm saying.
right,
I don't
right
know
next to
who
Mark
they-
Andrews,
I don't
but
know
he's
who
a tight
gonna throw
end.
to.
It's a whole Kansas City thing, just a little bit worse, right? Like,
Okay.
who are they going to
We'll
throw the
we'll
ball
leave that
to?
for-
Like, I don't get it. Like, Rashad Bateman's the top of your wide receiver list, who's not bad, but he's not a number 1 guy. I mean, I think Lamar might take a step back. I mean, he's got a lot to prove. Obviously, he wants a new contract that he's not getting, so there's a lot to prove. But
a
like,
lot of people think he's gonna have another MVP season.
it's gonna be a lot harder. He's gonna have.
yeah,
It's gonna be a lot harder.
It's possible.
But
It's
yes.
easy when he can run
Anyway,
the way he does.
Baltimore's at 2, and at my number 1 is the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that they are a
Reigning
solidified
AFC
contender.
champions.
I think they are a solidified contender to win the Super Bowl again. They addressed their only issue in the offseason on the O-line,
O-line.
brought back a lot of their guys in the secondary, have the same receiving core. Joe Burrow is going
Except
to be
one
Joe
of them's not a
Burrow.
rookie anymore. He's gonna be even better.
That's scary to think about.
I know.
Yeah. But that team is going to be an insanely fun team to watch. And yeah,
For years to come.
agreed.
And I hate it.
Oh, I'm
Don't
sure you
like
do.
it.
Joe Burrow.
Don't do that again.
I was spot on with that shit. All right, moving
Moving
on.
on.
I'll say the AFC West for last. AFC
Yeah,
South.
no, we ain't doing that one yet.
No, AFC South.
This is a gross one.
This is the garbage pile of the AFC. Spoiler alert: one team makes it out of the thing here, and it's just the
Into the
winner.
playoffs.
Yeah. All right, who's your bottom
I have
dweller?
a feeling we're gonna have the same order. I've Texans,
Ditto. I had the
Last.
Texans too. Who is your third?
Jaguars.
Ditto. Third is the Jaguars. Who is your second?
Titans.
Ditto.
I have the Titans and the Jaguars both going 6-11.
Yep. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
I don't think Derrick Henry can do enough anymore.
No, it's. And
I hope he does, dude. Trust me. He's on my fantasy team. If I would love them to go 12-5, have him having a freaking
Can I be
MVP
honest with you?
season.
Can I be honest?
What?
I think you see Malik Willis at the end of the year, at least by week 10. I think you see it.
That's a bold.
That's one of my bold takes.
statement.
Here's the thing, though. He could provide a lot more in terms of that offensive style that could open up a lot more things. I think Tannehill is going to significantly hurt them. Unfortunately, I think they're kind of figured out by now with Derrick Henry, but Malik Willis gives them an aspect that they could put a whole new playbook together, kind of like the one that you see in Baltimore, just with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, with a
So-
insane running back. Maybe.
So I think that they'll be good next year if they give Malik Willis a chance and he works out, right? But yes, they're the number.
Dude, if they go 6-11 by week 10, they're probably going to be like 2 or 3-7.
Yeah.
2-8, 3-7.
Yep.
Why the hell not? Just
Exactly. See what you have.
Who cares?
That's-
Clearly Tannehill isn't the answer anymore.
No.
So just get him out of there.
But
Bench
both their number ones are the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
The Colts, honestly, aren't a team that really impresses me either. It's just kind of like one of those situations where
Booty division. I have them going 5. Remember the one upset? 5-1.
Yeah.
They're sweeping the rest of the time. That's week 1. I mean, it's
ju-
just how. That's literally 5. If they and easily they could sweep the division. That's 6-0 right there.
My biggest worry about them isn't the O-line, it's not the defense, not even the quarterback anymore. It's another one of those situations. I sound like a broken record. Who were they going to throw the ball to? Michael Pitt.
Yeah, Michael Pittman. That's all they need.
That's so not true, dude. That's he's
Paris
not
Campbell, baby.
That's a
Ohio
problem.
State alum.
Listen, I love me some Paris Campbell, but goddamn, that's not okay as your number 2. And Michael Pittman is certainly
Is T.Y. still there?
he's still there, but he's like 1,000 years old. Like the dude's got 2 bum knees and like a back issue. Like it's not a good receiving core. It's honestly one of my biggest knocks on them. I think Matty Ice will be fine. I just
Here's
don't
the thing.
have a lot of faith in that receiving
They were
core.
literally a game away from making the playoffs last year. If Carson Wentz
Carson
wasn't
Wentz.
awful. So
Call me Carson.
in my eyes, you add, freaking, jeez, I can't think. You add
Matt Ryan.
Matty Ice to that,
Yep.
and then take away a good Titans team because I don't think they're going to be as good, and still with the Texans. Well, technically the Texans are going to be even worse than they were last year.
Yep.
And then the Jaguars aren't good either. That just results in more wins.
All right.
So-
So on to a division that I'm going to get a lot of smoke and a lot of hate for because I have some
Yes, you
interesting
will.
opinions on this division. Who is
Go ahead.
Who's your 4?
Just go for it.
Who's your 4?
Scream it, why don't you?
Who's your 4?
The Broncos.
The Broncos are your 4. Okay. My 4
9-8 because they're in a rough division, dude.
yeah. My 4 is the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's why I need
Boo.
Listen. They lost playmakers on either side of the ball that are going to significantly hurt them. Tyreek Hill is good enough to win you 2 games as it is, I think, on paper. And they lose Tyrann Mathieu. That was a secondary that was already beat up as it is, that couldn't defend.
Tyrann Mathieu
For
isn't
shit.
even the main loss that they had in the secondary. Like, he wasn't even that good. He's just a name at this
No,
point.
he was good.
They lost their starting cornerback.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but I don't even know where he went. I just know they lost him. He was the main loss.
But
This is
either
where we're
way,
gonna disagree,
either
dude.
way, their secondary
Majorly.
got beat up. The receiving core is not what it used to be. Travis Kelce's going to get double teamed a lot. McCole Hardman didn't he get hurt recently in training camp? Either way, I mean he's been dealing
You're
with
overlooking
he's been
everything,
he's been dealing with injuries.
His-
I don't listen. It's hard for me to say that with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid there, but like seriously, I don't.
That's the problem right there.
But it's
You have
already
those
a
two.
tough division.
It
It's
is
like an
but
insane division.
It's been a decently hard division in the past.
No, it hasn't. The Chargers were good. The Raiders were okay.
Last
and the
year-
Broncos were shitty.
Okay, and last year, it's going to be significantly harder this year, but here's the thing. I get it. You lose Tyreek Hill. That's huge.
Listen, my bottom 2 can flip very easily. They can because
Yeah.
I think it's 1, 2, and then there's a little bit of a gap between the bottom 2. I think the top 3 make the playoffs, so spoiler. Who's your 3?
Chiefs.
See, this is really where we really disagree.
10-7.
Third place is to the Las Vegas Raiders. Have one of the worst O-lines in the league. Let go of Alex Leatherwood recently. That doesn't help. And
He wasn't very good anyway.
but they don't have anybody else.
Yeah, I know.
They have one of the worst. Pro Football Focus, I think, had them in the bottom 5 for how much time from snap to throw the quarterback had. And sure, Derek Carr is good enough to make up for that, and the receiving core is insane. The defense can play. But honestly, like, I have my concerns with that offensive line. It really scares me, especially with the elite edge rushers that are now in the division. It does. I don't like it. I really don't like it, but that's why I'm saying the Raiders and the Chiefs could switch easily. You could flip-flop them, and I wouldn't argue with you at all. But I do think that with that receiving core and adding Devontae Adams and adding the guys that they did in the offseason, I do think it makes them that much better. And I can't put them fourth right now, especially with how much Kansas City lost. So that's my 3. Who is your 2?
I have the Raiders at 2.
Okay, now
11-6, 1 game over the Chiefs.
I have the Denver Broncos at 2.
Okay, I figured.
I just listen that they have a top 5 defense, a receiving core that has names like Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. They have a lot of good talent. They added Russ. Their O-line's decent. It's just a team that I think if you saw what Russell Wilson could do with that Seattle team, imagine what he can do with this team. He has an offensive-minded head coach in Nathaniel Hackett. He was going to let Russ cook truly. I just think it's a recipe for a playoff contention team, or not a playoff contention, a Super Bowl contending team that's going to have a lot of success in the hardest division in football. And that means that we both have the same one, though, the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean,
I'm winning 12 games.
Guys, they added
1, 2, and 3 is 12, 11, 10.
Yep. I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
and
that's probably what's going to be.
They have Mac off one edge, Bosa off the other edge.
Their defense is just
Derwin James in the secondary.
J.C. Jackson.
In the secondary. Let's look at the offensive side of the football. Austin
Why
Eckler.
not? Why not?
One of the best left tackles in the game in Rashawn Slater. Not rookie. Justin Herbert, who as a rookie is what I was going to try and say, who lit it up. And then, in the second year, didn't lose a step. So, no sophomore slump. And just honestly, one of the front runners for, I think preseason odds, one of the front runners for MVP. But I just think that team, there is legitimately one of the few teams that you could say this about, 0 weaknesses. 0. Not one.
Their weakness last year was defense, and they
Not
solved
anymore.
that problem.
Not anymore. So, think about it. Good
O-line.
O-line.
Derwin James was hurt last year.
Yeah.
Literally the only player they had was Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
Now they added Khalil Mack to the other side. Added J.C. Jackson to the corners, and they have Derwin James back.
Seriously, though, think about it. Go top to bottom, right? Receiving core. Insane, right? Keenan Allen, one of the most disrespected wide receivers in the league when people talk about him, in my opinion, right? They have Mike Williams. They have a decent tight end, right, who's okay.
Who is it?
I think it is.
I don't even know who it is.
I almost said Hunter Henry.
Yeah, he's not there
because he's not there anymore.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm pretty sure. I could see him. Donald Parham.
That's really who it is?
Dude, he's not speaking in Madden Ultimate Team terms because he's insane, but Donald Parham is good. He could play. He's just a big guy. I think he's 6'8".
It has Gerald Everett as a starting.
Either way,
it says Donald Parham's questionable.
Oh, well, that would be why.
So I don't know if he's hurt or not.
But, think about it. Parham, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, right? Quarterback, Justin Herbert. Good O-line, good running back, good secondary, good edge defend or edge rushers. Everything you need in an elite team. Enough said. Those are our AFC. Oh, let's go through our playoff teams for the AFC before we move to the NFC.
Okay.
So, who is your overall 1 seed? Bang, bang. Who's it going to be?
I think we have the same one as the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is your 2 seed?
I think it's also going to be the same one. It's going to be the Chargers.
No.
Yeah, the Bengals. Okay.
Who is your 3 seed?
According to this, Colts.
The Colts?
Because I have the Colts and the Bengals at 11-6, and the Colts, I guess, get a tiebreaker.
See,
I don't know why, but they did.
My 3rd is the Chargers.
Okay. And then my 4 is the Bengals.
My 4th is the Colts.
Okay.
We have
the same 4 to winning.
Who's your 3 wild card teams? This is where it gets interesting.
Well, not necessarily. It's just going to be one team. Different. That's literally all it is.
All right, who's your first wild card?
I have the Raiders at 5. I have the Chiefs at 6, and then I have the Dolphins at 7.
I was going to say go by one by one. Who's your first wild card? Raiders?
Raiders.
Mine is the Denver Broncos. They're the first wild card. Who's your second?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. My second wild card is the Miami Dolphins.
And then I have the Dolphins last. And then you're going to have the Ravens last, aren't you?
Uh,
oh, no, you have them missing because you're going to have the Broncos, Raiders. Who are you going to have in?
The Raiders.
Raiders, okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's the AFC predictions.
Man, I thought you were going to give me flack for having the Ravens.
No.
People think the Ravens are going to win the division. I literally have them going 8-9. I just don't. I don't see
I don't.
a lot of success. Personally,
Listen,
Could be a hater. I know.
no, it's an uphill battle with that receiving core. It really is.
It's the main problem.
Yeah. All right, NFC time. Let's go with the NFC East, or as most people like to call it, the NFC Least. Who is your basement dweller in this god-awful division?
I think we're going to agree here.
Okay.
Commanders.
No, we don't.
Yeah, the Giants.
Giants are a dumpster fire on wheels. I mean, good God, why did Brian Dable ever lead Josh Allen? Nobody will ever know. To take this god-awful job with a god-awful quarterback and a backup who is a veteran in this league that keeps getting people filling
your
his spot. Tyrod Taylor.
He's on the Giants now.
My point proven. Let's go on. We don't need to talk about him no more. Who's your 3?
Well, the Giants.
Here's I get the column. He's at 3.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz in the Washington column.
There's not much to talk about those two teams.
No.
We can leave that.
Dumpster fires.
Leave that alone.
Dumpster fires. Who's your 2? Because this is where we disagree.
Yeah, I have the Eagles.
I have Dak Prescott and America's least favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. I just don't listen. It's the same thing that I keep saying. They made a lot of questionable moves in the offseason. They lost Randy Gregory. They lost Cedric Wilson. They lost Amari Cooper. Just an offense and defense that kind of seems less on par than what they were in previous years. And in previous years, even with the better roster, they didn't have that much success. So it's kind of hard for me to be like they're going to win the division this year when their roster got worse and the Eagles' roster got significantly better, in my opinion.
Here's the thing. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. I have literally my standings. Okay, you're gonna get a kick out of this. There's always one tie every year, right?
Yep.
So I have the Cowboys tying with the Giants one game.
The Giants.
And that's how they're winning because they're 10-6-1 and the Eagles are 10-7.
The Giants.
So that's what I did.
The Hellraisers.
So like I would have absolutely no issues with the Cowboys being second because I mean, honestly, they're kind of just they're mid, really. Honestly, some people might put them below mid, some people might put them above, but like they're basically just mid. And I guess that kind of downgrades the Eagles a little bit because I have them
a little bit.
coming
That was gonna be my
But
question. You don't think that what they did in the offseason was enough?
No, I do, and I think the Eagles could maybe. I think their ceiling is maybe 12 games.
12 games? I think so too. I could agree with that.
But I have them winning 10, and I think it's fair.
I think
in the playoffs,
I think
so.
whether or not you think the Eagles will win the division is solely based on whether or not you think Jalen Hurts is going to have a good year or not.
That's literally all it is.
And I do. I'm one of those people who's a believer.
Because they have a good enough team. Their defense is plenty good enough. He has weapons.
He has weapons now. There's really no excuses.
Not really a running back.
It's kind of like the whole Tua thing, and it's funny because they were legitimately each other's competition at Alabama. And now it's both a big prove-it year for him.
Both of them.
But yeah,
they both have the teams where they should win.
Where they should. I have a feeling that one of them isn't going to, and then the fact that I'm saying I believe in Jalen makes me think it's Tua.
Yeah, really.
But I pray to God that both of them just succeed. Okay,
that'd be nice.
It would be very nice.
Just for the NFL. Overall.
Yep. Now going on, dude, the NFC is so freaking bad. Anyway, because now I'm looking at the NFC North.
North, okay.
And so it's the fact that we had different divisions again, and we were like, oh this division. Like, that just shows how much of a fucking shit show. All right, but
we definitely both. This is actually it's not going to be the same order because you sneak peek yours. We both have the same last place. That's fair.
Who's your last place?
It's the Lions. Nah, I'm joking with you. It's the Bears.
I would have punched you in the face. Yeah, the Bears. Honestly, I don't even want to say anything. They're bad. They're bad. Yep. Who's your 3?
Stinky.
Who's
Lions.
Yeah, Lions are my 3 too. But honestly, the Lions are one of those teams that like I feel bad putting them at 3, but it's just because the 2 teams ahead of them are decent.
They're not going to be below them.
Listen, the Lions are a 7-win team, folks. They could win.
I have them 8. 8 and 9.
See? Perfect. Exactly. they're building towards something in Detroit. That's the point. That's the important thing.
They're another one of those that they have. I'm pretty sure they play the AFC South, which is the
yeah.
booty one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I could be wrong. I don't know which division they play, but they just have, I mean, basically 2 free wins with the Bears. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of that, I think they have a decently easy schedule. But and then I mean, it's always on the table for them to just upset the Packers or the Vikings once a year. So overall, they're just better. Okay, I understand Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl. Whatever. He is not. He gets a lot of hate.
That was mostly Sean McVay.
He gets a lot of hate, but he's not. He's a good enough starting quarterback for what they're doing.
He's decent.
He can win them a few games.
He's decent.
He's mid.
He's mid.
Let's be honest. He's mid.
Yeah.
That's definitely the word we're looking for.
He is a budget Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Who cares?
No,
They're not trying to win a Super Bowl right
No,
now.
I don't think
he can win them games.
Who's your 2? This is where we disagree.
Yeah, the Vikings.
The Vikings.
Vikings.
All right.
And then the 1, I always said the Packers. Clearly,
Both agree.
they're 1 and 2.
So Vikings and Packers.
They're 1 and 2.
Wait. So who's your 1?
The Packers.
Also, we disagree. Okay.
Yeah.
I just think that, like, I don't know, man. It's, like, hard. I feel like with Aaron Rodgers, because of his back-to-back Percocet-filled MVP seasons, that, like, I feel like there's got to be a crash at some point. There's got to be a step-off. There's got to be a fall, right? And there's no reason that it isn't this season, especially after they lost Devontae Adams. And it's come out that he's kind of been frustrated with his young rookie core that he's been trying to throw the ball to. And, I mean, like, they didn't really do anything in the offseason besides get worse. So,
I mean, I guess you're not really wrong.
like, they didn't do it. Like, they didn't go up. They didn't stay where they were at, and they lost one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the league. So it's kind of like, and I feel like after back-to-back success seasons like that with Rodgers, I feel like you've got to have a step off. I feel like it's this season. And I just, Minnesota's one of those teams. I think there was a ridiculous stat where they were like 1-9 in like 1-score games last year, right?
Who?
Minnesota.
Okay.
Like ridiculous stat.
Oh yeah, that's just like
where they were like one
shit ass luck.
Just terrible. Just like watching the last 2 minutes of a Vikings game was like torture because you knew that it was just gonna slip away somehow. So with a new head coach, an offensive-minded guy from Sean McVay's program coaching tree, I feel like it's going to work out. I think Kirk Cousins is going to be better. I think the whole wide receiving core is going to be better. They just traded for Jalen Reagor, which is fucking hilarious considering that famous clip of them laughing at the Eagles for taking him. No, but it's a good receiving core room, good running back, decent O-line. I think Kirk's going to have a good year, and that defense is really good. So I think they take a step up. They win the division. Packers fall to 2. All right, NFC South time. This is another god-awful division that I think we disagree on, though. Who is your bottom dweller?
do.
The bottom dweller should be the same. If you have anything other than the Atlanta Falcons, you are kidding yourself.
It is the Falcons.
Terrible team. We probably see Desmond Ridder by the end of the year. Marcus Mariota is not the guy. He has been the guy since Oregon.
We'll see Desmond Ridder by like week
4.
Fucking something 6, 4,
Yeah,
5.
you're gonna see a lot of rookie quarterbacks this year because
Which is fun.
why
Why the hell not?
I love it. Who's your 3?
This is where we disagree on the Panthers. Carolina.
I have the Panthers at 3 now too.
Whoa!
Here's why.
Whoa! What the hell happened?
A couple things happened. I don't like what I'm hearing out of Carolina when it comes to their news that came out of their workouts and what's the word I'm looking for? Through preseason and through camp. Through camp, I didn't like the stories that were coming out about Matt Rule, how he's kind of lost respect for the locker room. Their defense isn't kind of up to what it should be. Guys like there's certain guys, their secondary just aren't playing up to par. I've been following a lot of the beat writers around it, and even when they had that joint practice with the Patriots, it just didn't seem like a lot of those guys in that secondary outside of J.C. Horn was really playing up to par. It sounded like their edge rushers were fine, but with an offense that isn't necessarily star-studded, I mean, CMC is going to win you games if he can stay healthy, which that's another question. We haven't seen CMC stay healthy in years, so, I can't really bank on that. Baker Mayfield, as much as I want
Even
him to
when
be...
he has been healthy, it's not like he took them to the playoffs.
No, so, and that wide receiving group is okay. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's kind of mid.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see Baker succeed, but I don't think Baker's going to do much with that roster. I think he'll win them games, and I think he'll prove that he's the guy there. I just think that he's a guy that they need to build around, and I don't think that this season is going to be it. I think they're going to have a lot of issues, and I think you see Matt Rule fired by the end of the year. I do. It's just not college. You see a lot of college guys now not working out, and I think it's one of the things.
Look at the college guys. I mean, Nick Saban came to the NFL.
He didn't
sucked.
work out. Yeah,
Went back, won freaking 8?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is anymore.
Bill O'Brien.
Urban Meyer
Yeah,
didn't even make a full year.
he was kicking kickers, dude.
Didn't even make it a full
He
year.
punted a fucking kicker. Enough said. But yeah, no, I don't see it, dude. I really don't. I wish I was high on them earlier, and then I started seeing all the camp news and everything, and I was like, oh man, I gotta change my pick. So there are 3. A lot of love.
You were talking shit on the Saints too, dude.
Yeah, I was. And here, but thing is, right?
That's where I thought we were gonna disagree. Was the Saints?
No, I still don't think that they're gonna be anything crazy. I think they sneak into the playoffs maybe, but like,
Yeah, I have them going 10-7, but the 8 seed. I have
yeah.
the Eagles are winning the tiebreaker over them. However,
wait,
it is, I don't know.
8 seed? You mean the 7 seed?
There's 3 teams in the playoffs. There's 3 wild card teams. 7 seeds.
You said the 8 seed.
Yeah, I have the Saints as the 8 seed. I have them just missing out in the playoffs.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Do you have them in the playoffs?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll figure. We'll get to that.
Maybe. All right. Who's your first?
If
place?
you do, I like that. That's pretty sweet.
Who's your first place? Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's Tampa Bay.
Well, okay. I just because
Saints.
Well, I mean, we were talking about because we just kind of skipped over 2 there.
Yeah, it's true. That's Saints are 2, Bucks are 1.
Agreed.
We agreed on that one.
Yep.
There's nothing to really say about that.
NFC West. I changed one of my picks since we talked last year too. So, who's your bottom dweller? Is Seattle, right? It's
Yeah.
got to be Seattle. Dumpster fire. Russell Wilson scores 1,000 in the opener. The bottom line.
Yeah.
Third place. Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yeah, that's what I have.
I had Seattle, or I had San Francisco there
you did?
earlier.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, remember we talked about this before. I had the Cardinals as my disappointing team, and you were like freaking out about it.
I don't like them now, bro.
No,
I don't
they,
like 'em.
dude.
I don't
They
like
have a
'em.
tough schedule for the first 8 games without DeAndre
That's-
Hopkins. Who's he gonna throw to?
That's the exact problem.
Who's he gonna throw to?
That's the exact problem.
I literally don't.
They don't have Christian
Marquise
Kirk.
Brown.
They don't have
There you
Christian.
go.
They don't have Christian.
But
Kirk.
still, he's not enough.
They don't have Christian Kirk anymore either.
No. Exactly, he left. He
AJ
did.
Green, old ass
who's
isn't
their
there. I
running
don't think.
Do I know the running back?
Kenyon
It's
Drake.
not Chase. No.
No, he's
Kenyon
in.
Drake just got dropped by the Miami
Yeah.
Dolphins, didn't he?
No, that was a while ago, bro.
Oh yeah, no. He got dropped by the Raiders.
Yeah,
Got dropped
the
by
Raiders.
not the Dolphins. Because it's not Chase Edmonds.
who
He's
is-
with the Dolphins.
I don't.
James Conner.
James Conner.
Okay.
That's still
He's
putrid.
okay.
That's putrid. But yeah, no, I just don't listen, man. That team's just. There's not many game changers in a division that honestly isn't terrible, really, especially with the Rams. And if the Niners can be somewhat okay with Trey Lance in his first year as a starter, like.
Dude, people are. Oh my god.
All right, let's move on from the Cardinals so we
Yeah,
can talk
we don't
about
need to
2
talk about
because
Cardinals.
I want to talk about San Fran.
Okay, San Fran's too.
San Fran is 2 for me. I have a lot of questions about Trey Lance. He's not like his first year as a starter. The whole Jimmy saga was kind of insane. The fact that he's still on the roster kind of blows my mind. He hasn't even been practicing with the team. He's been over by himself. Like, it's a wild situation. The fact that they kept him. I mean, it was coming out that he's
just
he didn't,
odd.
He didn't talk to his teammates in the offseason. I mean, he was distant. I mean, certain teammates said it was a problem. Other teammates said it wasn't a problem. It was just a wild situation that, like, kind of consumed.
There were literally teams that were interested in him too. It wasn't like people. Like
Just
there were
value just
teams
too
getting
high.
thrown around like, oh sure, do we want to whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, no, I don't know what happened.
Basically, this is his last year. He restructured his contract so he
Yeah.
could leave by the end of the year.
Yeah,
Honestly, there's still a chance that he goes by that deadline.
yeah, it's 8 weeks.
So,
Especially if Trey Lance is the man.
listen.
Why would they keep him there?
listen,
There's no point.
I've been there. Listen, there's a team.
Unless they're
They're-
banking on having him if Trey Lance gets hurt.
Listen, there's a team with a very decent roster in a bad division with a quarterback that has a history of getting hurt. I'm not saying that he gets hurt again. All I'm saying
hold
is,
on. Repeat that. I gotta try and think of the team.
okay, it's a very bad division.
Okay.
There's a lot of those now, I guess, though. Or there's a couple of them. A very bad division with a quarterback or with a roster that is very okay that can win a lot of games with the right quarterback, and the quarterback that they have now has a very lengthy injury history. Very lengthy.
They're mid.
Their roster's okay. It can win some games in that division with a decent quarterback. They just don't have a decent quarterback.
Is it the Saints?
It's not the Saints. It's not the Saints. I don't want to say.
I think I'm tripping, dog. Is it the Cowboys?
No.
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Hold on. I gotta figure this out.
Good receiving core. Actually, they have a main wide receiver that's really good in my opinion. That can be a top 10 wide receiver very soon with a decent quarterback. A decent running back room. The running.
Stumped. I don't know.
I want to kind of okay, one of their main stars was put on the PUP list for the first 4 weeks, and that really hurts him. And he's a defensive guy.
Oh, it's the Commanders.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
the Commies.
I got you.
That team with Jimmy Garoppolo
Yeah.
actually isn't that bad if you think about it. Truthfully, I mean,
Dude, if they had Carson Wentz from his MVP season,
but he's
they'd
never
be
he's never gonna.
well,
be.
no, I'm just saying, I'm just putting the perspective. If they had a good quarterback, they'd probably be second, maybe first.
Yeah, but that team with Jimmy Garoppolo can make some noise.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
they'd probably jump up to. I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
It's not. So just leave it in the wind if we want.
You're right.
Here's the thing, dude. I feel so bad for Trey Lance because everyone's
Me
throwing.
too.
Everyone's throwing out. Not for the whole Jimmy G situation. Everyone's like, did I tell you that the 49ers, the first power rankings that I looked at 2 months ago, 49ers were 3,
3?
maybe 4. They were top 5, but that's people are just throwing out that oh, we're expecting a Pat Mahomes season, dude. That's just that.
I
What
didn't
Pat
see
Mahomes
that.
did as a sophomore just doesn't happen.
No,
It just does not happen.
No, it doesn't
So I feel
happen.
bad because here's the thing: if he has a decent season, not amazing, maybe they miss the playoffs, maybe they make the 7th seed, go 9-8, 8-9, people in the media are gonna be like, "Oh, this is horrible. We need to trade this motherfucker."
Yep.
No, dude.
Yep.
He's a sophomore. Did he even play a game last year? One.
He I think he might have
Did he
started
do the Pat
one.
Mahomes thing?
Yeah, I
he
think
played the
started
last
one.
game of the season.
No, I don't think it was the last. I think he played one of the games where Jimmy was kind of banged up.
He did Packers
Yeah, it was Packers.
in the regular season,
Yeah,
wasn't it? They
yeah.
played the Packers in the regular season, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they did. I don't know. He played somewhat. I do remember. It was one game. But yeah, if he has just a decent mid okay season, maybe they make the playoffs, maybe they miss.
Yep.
That's not necessarily a loss because their team's relatively young. It's not like they need to.
No.
It's not like oh my god.
It's a good roster. Okay, so we just had a little bit of not even a technical difficulty. The camera just died, to be honest. I mean,
That's a technical difficulty.
I mean, kinda, but no. Technical difficulty is when we lose entire episodes, like in the past. That's a technical difficulty. This is just a little bit we gotta replug in. So we touched up on we just gotta finish up on the Niners. Talk about our first place, and then get to our NFC playoff predictions, and then we'll round out the show with our award winners for the year, and then I think we should do a lock, our top 3 locks for this weekend. I think that's a good segment to end off.
that is.
So the Niners
Maybe we'll add an upset.
okay. Yeah, I'm down
I
with
don't know.
that.
We'll figure it out.
No, I'm down with that.
Throw some shit in there.
But anyway, like we were saying, the Niners, they have a good roster, a lot of pressure on Trey Lance, but we both agree that they're going to finish at 2, maybe a possible playoff spot. We will see. Number 1 is the Rams. Not much to really talk about. They add Allen Robinson in the offseason. They add Von Miller, or they lose Von Miller, replace him with Bobby Wagner. People don't like that move. Others love it. And you're never going to have a quote-unquote perfect team. The closest, I think, to a perfect team that there is in the NFL is the Chargers. And, I just don't think that, it's going to really matter in the long run for this team. I think they're going to be fine, and I think they're going to have a comfortable 1 spot. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with them, there is a chance they'll be a slightly worse football team than they were last year. But in my opinion, I just don't see a world where they come in second.
Me neither.
I don't.
Nope.
And if they do, then prove me wrong. But I don't see it happening
I don't either.
personally.
Nope. Okay, so let's run through our playoff, our spots real quick. You're number 1 seed overall. You missed my genuine reaction to this, but it's the
Green Bay Packers, baby.
Percocet Packers. Now, here's the thing. The Perky Packers are a team that I just think they're going to finish second in their division. I think that the Vikings are better. I just think that the roster is better. Aaron Rodgers is bound to have a fall off at some point. I said that earlier.
Yeah, I just don't. Here's the thing. He is going to have a fall off eventually.
Yes.
But I
Yep.
said this earlier, and I said the same exact thing about Tom Brady.
He's not leaving. He's not
Um,
fucking leaving.
Until they prove me wrong, then I am not going to
I respect that.
discount
No, I respect,
their
I respect
talent
that.
and how good they are and how good they
Yep.
can actually carry a team.
Respect
Because
that.
there's the stat that goes around for however long. Because remember last year,
Yep.
they played the Cardinals when they were 7-0, and he didn't have Devontae Adams. Was that game?
Yeah, I think
He,
so.
one of the games he didn't have Devontae Adams. He was hurt.
Yeah, but he owns the Niners.
And
I mean, the Niners own him.
it was Cardinals.
Oh, it was the Cardinals that they played?
I don't know who it was, but he didn't have Devontae Adams. There was all this talk about, oh, he's like 8-1 without Devontae Adams. Then he went and he had a great game and they won.
Yeah.
He doesn't need. He is that guy, LeBron. He makes the people around him
I think Brady's LeBron.
significantly better. You could say Brady's the same way. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Okay.
He makes the receivers. No, Alan Lazard is 100%, 1,000,000% not Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Neither is Sammy Watkins, who
Yep.
they signed. Neither is Christian Watson.
Yes.
Is that the one they got? Yeah.
That
but-
Dubes guy seemed pretty good.
It's he's gonna. There might be some hiccups. I have him going 13-4, so clearly I don't
Fair.
have him having any hiccups. But
Yeah.
they'll be fine.
All
I
right.
think they'll be fine, and I have him as my number 1 seed.
My number 1 seed is the Rams. I just think that we just talked about them, so I don't
Yeah.
want to beat a dead horse. And stacked roster, best coach in the league in my opinion. Nothing
Best
really.
offensive coach.
But-
You could at least say that.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
So
If you don't wanna say best
yeah,
coach.
nothing much changes, and yeah, your number 2 is
The Rams. Are the
okay.
Rams.
My number 2 is Tampa Bay Bucks. The only thing that concerns me about the Bucks in general as a team is their offensive line issues. They've had a lot of injuries there, and you have a 46-year-old quarterback who is not exactly going to be running outside of the pocket anytime soon. But I think Tom Brady's good enough to make it work still, and they get the number 2 seed. Who is your 3 seed, my friend?
I have the Buccaneers.
You're the
as the 3
Buccaneers.
seed. Yeah.
Okay. My 3 seed is the Vikings.
Oh, you're 3 seed. Okay, got you. I'm
Yes,
good.
sir.
I was lost for a second there.
Just gonna go straight to 4. I mean, not
Yeah,
really
might
much
as
to talk
well.
about there.
We pretty much already talked about all these
Yeah,
teams,
so-
honestly, because these are the best teams in the divisions we talked about.
Now it comes to the NFC East winner. Mine is the Eagles. Yours is the
Dallas Cowboys.
Okie dokie artichoke. Now it gets to the fun part. Because
Yeah,
we don't
this is
really
where we-
know. And that's where we kind of cut off in the video 2
And
seconds
this
ago.
is- Yeah, and this, is
Um,
this is where we start to disagree.
Your first playoff team is
Who do I have? I have the Vikings. Vikings at 5 at 11-6.
mine is the Green Bay Packers
Oh yeah, that's
coming out of the
switch right
division,
there.
and we just switched real quick with those
Yeah.
teams. Yeah, Perkis, like I said, the Percocet Packers, the Perky Packers get the first playoffs.
Just getting it off rip, I have no issue with him having the Vikings one. I really, because I can see a world where it happens because of Aaron Rodgers losing Devontae Adams. Yes, they could have a kind of a shitty year, but I don't see it happening personally.
Me neither. I just, and like I said, same with the Packers. I can see it. I'm not gonna doubt it. It's a gut feeling, and you gotta kind of take chances at some point. This is one of my chances.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your second playoff team?
I have the San Francisco 49ers.
Trey Lance in his first year as a real starter gets to the playoffs. in
10
your
and
opinion.
7. Yes.
All right.
In an ass NFC conference. Yes.
Much respect to that. I have the New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston will throw 25
And I like
picks
this.
and will throw 75 what it feels like touchdowns with a couple behind the back passes to Alvin Kamara. He's got Michael Thomas back to run those slants.
He's got weapons, dude.
He's got a lot of weapons. It's a decent team with a decent head coach who
If
learned
we-
under Sean Payton. So
Mhm. If we rewind like 3 weeks, this dude was shitting on the Saints. Just hated everything about him. And I liked everything about him.
well, another reason about the Saints that they're in one of my playoff spots now is because it's kind of they're kind of a benefactor to a lot of negative news coming
Yeah, that's true.
about from other teams. So
I like the Saints. I think they have plenty of weapons, and if they literally just had Drew Brees of 2 years ago
Drew Barrymore.
today, then they'd probably be a Super Bowl contender. I mean, maybe even be the Super Bowl favorite.
Fair enough.
It's
Fair.
It's just kind of. I mean, they have Jameis.
Yep.
He's gonna throw 30 picks.
Yep.
Maybe more.
Yeah, maybe,
But
a lot of picks, but a lot of tutties too. So We'll see. Who is your last playoff spot, my friend?
My
Who's
I,
the last team to get in?
I have the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-7, getting the tiebreaker over this New Orleans Saints.
I think this is going to be a very bad year for the Dallas Cowboys, and as much as I would love to put them in, I really don't love to put them in, and I'm not going to put them
I don't
in.
even know if I don't even know who you have in.
Do you don't know?
Yeah, I do. I got you.
It is the San Francisco 49ers. They get the last spot. Trey Lance makes it. It's all happy and well in San Francisco. They believe that they have their guy, but really they won't find out until the next year after that to see if he can stay consistent. So those are our picks. Just to recap, Zach, go down the line for you all the way through, and I will go down all the way through after you.
I have Green Bay Packers at 1. I have the Los Angeles Rams at 2. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 3. Dallas Cowboys at 4. Minnesota Vikings at 5. San Francisco 49ers at 6. And then Philadelphia Eagles at 7.
I can highly respect that list. Mine is the Rams at 1. At number 2 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At number 3 is the Vikings. At number 4 is the Eagles.